Hi guys, welcome to my tutorials, and today I have a question for you, and we'll find the solution as well. So this is actually we have a data wherein we have some numbers, and some numbers are stored as text, right? So this question comes from one of my subscribers, and he says that he's often into this daily routine that he imports some data from the server, which is saved there in the text file, and then he gets this data imported in the MS Excel, and then what happens is some numbers actually got their property changed. As you can see here, these are not the numbers, right? They look like 444 and 666 look like as number, but if you check that whether they are the number or text, and if you do this kind of a testing using is text, then they'll actually give you the result true, right? And similarly, if you check this whether this is a text or not, so it is actually going to be false. So for some reasons, he is actually looking for a function in in Excel which can actually sum up only the numbers which are stored as number, not text. So which means that we want to actually create or find a function which can actually sum these three numbers and this 3444, excluding this 444 and 666, right? So in Excel, I don't think so that that's a formula exists, but yes, you can prepare your own function, and this is what actually this video will talk about: VBA functions, how you actually can create this function, right? So I'm gonna quickly start from here, and when you actually write any function, for example, when you write VLOOKUP, the most basic and the famous formula which I guess everybody knows, they have the parameters, right? You need to actually pass some values to these parameters. So similarly in VBA, when you actually create your own functions, you have to decide how do you want. Do you actually want that your function should take some values as parameters as input? So definitely what I have got the idea is that what I'm gonna do is maybe I'm gonna prepare a function which would say that some number, and I'm gonna start this function like this, and I'm gonna give this range, right? Whatever range I can choose, and then I'm gonna press enter, right? So in this range I want that, then it should actually check my cell one by one, and it keeps on storing those numbers separately wherever it sees that the numbers are actually numbers, they are not text, and then finally I can actually get them sum, right? So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a function called sumNum, and in order to create a function, you just always use the function word, and I can write here sum and underscore number, okay? And then this is how you write the function. So that's the basic rule, and what I'm going to do is obviously I know that this output is going to be always a number, so I'm writing here as a long, and what exactly as I was telling you, what you need to pass here as a range, you need to select the range, let's say A1 to A6 in this scenario. So what exactly it has to be, so let me declare that a variable range as range, right? That's the data type I'm actually going to choose. This I'm going to give this RNG this variable as a range class. So what will happen is it actually helps me in selecting the range, right? So now we'll create this one more variable, which is I would say that dim val as range, okay? And I'm going to run this loop for each val in my RNG next, okay? So now you might be wondering that what exactly it is. So what you can do is, guys, you can go to my video YouTube channel, and you can watch these videos on the playlist under this VB videos. I have a couple of very good videos over there, that how to sum the even numbers. In case if you want to sum only even numbers, how you can do it. You have another over here, this change negative to positive using loop. So you will get the understanding of the loop, which we actually are going to create in this video as well. And then there is another video, which is video number 12, which actually is going to give you a lot of information inside on the UDF functions, user defined functions, right? So there are a couple of more videos over here, I think 15-16 videos, maybe more than that. So you can watch all these videos under this playlist called VBA video, right? So coming back to my code, what I'm actually going to do is I can show you, I can press step into and F8, and I can show you how this actually function is going to work, right? So let's say let me just put the pause here, and let's say I'm going to as you can see here, my function is now visible because I have created it. So the moment I'm going to select this entire range and I press enter, this function will stop here. Now I can show you that, you know, look at this val, right? So this val is now 100, right? So it is again going to the next, and I'm sorry for this, and as you can see here, this number is keep on changing. I'm pressing F8 here again and again, and it is actually looping all the values. Now after 3444 it has nothing, so it will go to the end function. So that's the loop which actually says that for each val means it could be anything, that's a variable. I can even write this cell, not double L, right? I can't use any VBA word, so you can use this CEL, and I'm not sure whether I can use the cell or not, because cell actually I don't think so you have a cell word used in this VBA, though we have these cells, but I'm not sure. So definitely we can give it a try, and let me just press enter and let's see. Yeah, so it is going to work, right? So for each cell, as you can see here, 100, now it will go to the next, and 200, and then again 333. So it is automatically keep moving, you know, itself down. That's the beauty of this loop for each. This is whenever actually we want to loop, let's say in a, you know, collection. Collection means that you want to get the names of the sheets within the, you know, your this workbook. You can always use this kind of a, you know, loop for each worksheet in worksheets, you know. So that's how you actually use. Now I have given this range, so whenever I give this you know, parameter, this range A1 to A7, this A1 to A7 will actually pass on to this RNG variable, and since I have declared it as a range, so obviously it is going to accept, you know, as a range. And then in this so in other words, what I'm saying is that for each cell in range, for each cell in A1 to A7, keep on going to the next till you know, till you do not reach to the last row, which is the sixth one in this case, right? So this is how this loop works, and it keeps on changing, and the moment I have the 344, it actually comes out. Now that's the loop, and what we actually now need to do is we need to create a code here. So I want to say that if my worksheet function dot, now worksheet function is a class again, and so under this class we have a function called I guess is text. Yeah, so if this is going to be is text, or maybe you can say that is number, right? So if my this cell dot value, which would be, you know, it is going to get here from here, this cell, if that is going to be the number, then what should happen? Then I want that in my result variable I should get that result plus cell dot value. And otherwise what I want is, else I don't want anything, I simply want end if, you know, it should ignore the value. Now why I have declared this result? Because of the fact that next time when this loop will run, you know, the very first time it is going to run, result will have a 0 value, so cell value will be added, and simply it is not going to make any impact. So whatever the value we have, like 100, it will be added with the 0, and your result will become 100. But the next time this loop when run and it checks that it has a now 200, so definitely this result, you know, in when the very first time this loop got this ran, this result would have got the value of 100. So that 100 will be added into a new value 200, which would be here cell dot value, and that's why I have actually created this kind of a special code, result equals to result plus cell dot value. And what I can do is I can declare my result as well. I can create this as a long, okay, I guess now perfect. So whenever your function ends, that's the rule. In order to get the value of the function, you need to write the function name and you need to give it a value so that you can actually access it in your Excel workbook, right? So over here what I want is that finally when this loop will be over, whatever the value this result will have, it actually should be transferred into this my function, which is this sum underscore num, right? So let's run this code and let's check this step by step. I'm gonna press enter. Okay, now this range will have the value of this A1 to A7. Okay, now let's see what we have here. Cell dot value, this is 100, so that definitely this is a number, right? So I hope that this should go to the result, right, as expected. Now this result is 0 because I haven't given any value, but this 100 will be going to add in this, and 100 plus 0 will make it 100. Now this result has a 100 value, please remember this, right? Now this loop will go to the next, and it will again go here, and this time this cell value will have a 200, right? So again 200 is a number, so in this result which is 100, this 200 will be added and I'll get my this 300, right? So 200 plus 100. Similarly, I'll keep on doing this and it keeps on moving like this. Now what value I have here now 444. As you can see here, 444 is now within the quotes. So VBA has immediately it's actually so powerful language that it immediately it checks that this number is stored as a text. So that's why you can see the quotes. So definitely now this then will not be run. It will directly skip this line and it will go to the else and end if, right? So this is not going to be added into the result parameter. So I will still have this 633. So it will go to the next. Now in next again I have the numbers 666, so it is going to skip this line and it will go to the next. This time around it has a 444, so I am expecting that it should go to the true, and it should actually now 633 going to be added with this cell value which is 344, and finally we'll get our results. And I don't think so now the loop is going to run further. Okay, so it is running again, and let me check what exactly. So it is actually empty now. So else and next, and now the loop is over, and I have this sum number equals to my result which is 977, and this is how this function is. As you can see here in the Excel, it is going to give me the results, right? So that's how so powerful the VBA is. Most of the time people when they reach out to me for the training, they often ask that what exactly is the requirement to learn the VBA. So this is just a very small example. You can create your own functions. I can even create this function by my name. If you're so fond of your name and you want to create your name in the Excel all around, you can even write your name like this, and you can say that Ajay equals to result, right? So that whenever you spread this share this worksheet with anyone, they should actually write your name and you will be remembered for this great work. So now let's do a check. Let me just add some more numbers over here. Let's say 100 100 100 100 100, so 100, and maybe 100 here again, and so let me just now delete this and let me write this Ajay, and I'll start the formula. What is my parameter? So that's my range, and I'm gonna press enter. So as you can see here, 300 400 500 600 700 800, right? So it has actually skipped these cells, right? So if I'm going to write this 444 as a number, let me press enter. Now it has moved to the right, so it is going to add it here. As you can see here again, if I'm going to add 1000, it is going to be added here, right? So if I change this any number to a text, let's say 222, I'm just putting this apostrophe, so it changes the text property. So as you can see here that it is going to actually minus it. So if I'm going to do this, it is going to minus this number. It is not going to add this. So that's how you actually can work on these functions. So I hope guys you like this video, and that's my email ID. Let me know in case if you have some questions, and definitely I'll go ahead and upload the video. So I hope you learned a very good trick today, how to create the functions in the VBA. And till I upload another video, thank you so much for watching, and please do subscribe my channel in case if you like the video, in order to support my channel. Thank you so much. Bye bye.